The Cowboys is a novel written by William Dale Jennings. It was published in 1971. This novel is set in 1877 in the Montana-Wyoming cattle country. It is a western story about a cattle drive and the adventures of ranch hands. This novel was adapted into a movie by the same name in 1972, starring John Wayne, so the story gained a lot of attention. Rancher Will Andersen is an old man. He wants to drive his cattle from Montana to the market. Suddenly there is news of gold being found in a nearby mine. All the ranch hands rush off to the mines. Now Will finds himself without any cow hands, so Will hires young men without any ranching experience. Will Anderson explains to the youngsters that the cattle drive would be hard work. The young men do not hesitate and sign on. Then the cattle drive starts. The young men don't know how to use the ropes properly. They get homesick and they squabble among themselves. Will Anderson teaches them. He is strict and hard. Will is demanding but not cruel. The youngsters learn fast. They toughen up. The cattle drive becomes a coming of age ritual. The wilderness does not care if one is young. The wilderness tests everyone. Longhair is a dangerous cattle thief. He is manipulative and cunning. When he finds out that young, inexperienced men are driving the cattle, he starts laughing. He finds it quite amusing. Longhair wants to steal the cattle. He and his men capture Will Anderson and torture him. Will Anderson succumbs to his injuries. The young cowhands are left alone. Will Anderson is gone. They now have no mentor, no protection. Their youth is gone. But they do not collapse into a heap and simper. No, there is grief and shock. Then the cowhands decide to track Longhair and his men. The young cowhands are not furious. They have a grim purpose. They use the skills Anderson taught them. They study the trail and the hoof prints. They watch birds scatter from the disturbed campsite. They smell smoke on the wind. The cowhands use terrain wisely. They use high ground to attack. Longhair and his gang. They cut off escape routes. The cowhands are not expert gunmen. They are shaking. Some hesitate. The fighting is tense, confused, and frightening. The cowhands have the element of surprise. They have the advantage of higher ground. They are shooting from behind rocks and trees. The gang of cattle thieves is surprised. They did not expect an attack from young, inexperienced ranch hands. They are exposed and grouped together. One by one, the cattle rustlers are cut down. The shooting is fast and desperate. Some ranch hands are injured, but they don't break. In the end, all the gang of cattle rustlers is cut down. Longhair is captured. The young ranch hands hold a kind of rough frontier judgment. They make a collective decision. No shouting, no dramatic speech. Then they unalive Longhair. The young ranch hands have crossed a moral line. This is frontier style justice. Then the ranch hands finish the cattle drive. They are changed forever. When they left home, they were innocent. Now that innocence is gone. Now they are sterner, stronger, sadder. In this novel, Jennings suggests that the frontier forces the young men to grow into adults quite quickly. Their innocence is gone, but not gently. Their innocence is stripped away by hardship and violence. Justice on the open range is a necessity and belongs to those who are strong enough. Jennings suggests that courage is learned through responsibility, and the cost of survival is often the quiet loss of who you used to be.